Hey guys, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. And this is what our gun stock's looking like. But that's not what we're here for today. We are here for today a public service announcement. Okay. See this? Yeah. Okay. Been seeing you guys on Facebook and you're getting a lot of this. See this? Bent burr. Now, I can still save this burr by cutting it off and seeing how true it spins. But, okay. Bent burrs. Why do we get bent burrs? I'll show you why we get bent burrs. Okay, see how far that bit's sitting in there? Look. If you guys are having your bits hang out like this, way out, you're going to bend them. I don't care whose burr it is. It cuts all cheap Chinese burrs, saber-tooth burrs. They are going to bend. Because these shafts are not carbide. Okay, this part is from here up. Okay? Now, on occasion, you will have a manufacturer's defect where this head might pop off. Or it may break up here by the collar. And most of the time, if you get a hold of the manufacturer, like Kutzall or Sabertooth, they're going to get you a new burr out. They're going to get you a new burr sent, coming on your way. Okay? All you got to do is call them and let them know, hey, this thing popped, the head popped right off the shaft. Now, if you bend it, I don't think they're going to cover it because that's probably operator error. Okay. So, yeah, when you put your burr in, you want to push it all the way down and just pop it up there a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch. You don't want to have it way out here like that because you're putting a lot of pressure here. And if you press hard, like our buddy Heavy Hand Jordy over there at Carbon Fuse, you're going to bend this baby. Guaranteed you're going to bend it. That's why we slam it. Well, don't slam it. Just push it all the way down. You only want to pull it out. Just, just a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch. The other bad thing about having that burr way out here is that you're putting excessive pressure on your bearings inside your handpiece. And you will wear these out. I've seen a couple people. Now, I've had this particular Dremel cable here. I've had this for like 15 years. Okay? No problems. I've seen a couple guys where they've actually blown the bearings and the handle out. Okay? And I only run my Dremels at 1 speed, guys. Wide open. Okay? I really don't mess around with... Unless it's for sanding, I'll turn it down. But if I'm carving with this thing, you can bet if it does 30,000 RPMs, it's open to 30,000 RPMs, wide open. Okay. I'm not telling you to use yours wide open or anything like that. I'm just saying, for me, I've had this thing for over 15 years for sure. And you guys know I carve. I'm Just Carve Rob, and that's what I do. I do a lot of carving. Okay. So this was just a little public service announcement to help you guys out with the burr bending issues. I see a lot. I've seen a lot more of it too. So yeah, just push your burr in all the way, and then bump it back out 1/8 of an inch. Now the reason why we bump it out is because as your aluminum collet in there gets older, sometimes these will get stuck. You'll undo it, and you're like, it doesn't move. I can't move it. It won't go in. It won't come out. Well, if you leave that 1/8 of an inch, you can take it and bang it on your table, boop, like that. It'll push that back and make that collet release. Okay? So that's why we leave them out that 1/8 of an inch there. Just so we got a little room to bump it back in so the collet releases. And if your collet starts sticking like that a lot, plan on ordering a new collet. Okay, let me show you. what happens? Your collet, come on, focus, focus. Your collet from this nut will start getting a little indentation around the top here. And what happens over time, as this collet, because these are only aluminum, guys, and you can get brass ones too. I don't think they make steel ones though. Okay, over time, what will happen is from the nut tightening down on here, it'll start putting a little dent in there. And what actually happens is that part of the collet will actually start getting jammed into the nut up here. It'll start getting jammed into the nut. The nut and the collet will start squeezing through that nut, and that's what gets stuck. Okay? And the harder you pull this way when it's jammed, the more it wants to get stuck. So this is a brand new collet in this. I had the same problem. I used it for probably a month after it started getting stuck, and I have like 5 or 10 collets laying around here. So once they start getting sticky like that, I end up just popping a new collet there and take the old one, put it in the scrap bucket. Okay, so that's just a little community service message. If you don't want your burrs to look like this, make sure you seat them down and then bump them out just about 1/8 of an inch, and you'll be golden. Okay, so this is Just Carve Rob saying, just carve, be awesome, carve something awesome every day, guys. And we will catch you on the next one. Bye.